Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the channel if you're new to it. This is Hayden Newberry Fishing. Today I was wanting to make a video actually about a product that I used recently on Sam Rayburn that actually I would help anybody that fishes the Texas lakes or anything, or anybody that's wanting to go down there for a trip that is an experienced runner and doesn't know where to go to avoid stumps and stuff. Before I knew about this, the first time that I went to Lake Fork was actually the time that I definitely could have used it. Going out there, a lot of people aren't from areas of the country where you have these huge stump fields and just lakes that are littered with stumps. A lot of these Texas lakes are that way. They're super dangerous to run if you don't know where everything's at, and they tear off a lot of lower units, mess up a lot of props. It goes hand in hand with fishing around in Texas, is that there are stumps everywhere and you just don't know when you're going to run into a stump field. Actually the first time that I went to Lake Fork, I was new to fishing in Texas, was unaware of the massive stumps everywhere in that lake, didn't know to watch for boat lanes or anything. I was used to just a lot of the lakes that I had been to, I guess, you didn't have to worry about only running boat lanes and possibly hitting stumps just running across the lake. So I throw the boat in the water, I just take off running, looking at stuff, and hadn't at this point, I'd seen a couple like random trees out in the middle, but I didn't quite realize the amount of stumps or anything in there, that there were actually lanes that you were supposed to use. And I sat down at the front of this pocket, and the people that were in it were just kind of like staring at me weird, awkwardly. And then immediately after I set the boat down, I bounce over a log, and then another one, that I start realizing that I literally somehow ran right through the middle of a really thick standing timber field and managed not to hit one. Somehow didn't just smoke one on the way in, but they were everywhere. And at that point I started realizing that I just ran completely across the lake and just got lucky. But to get to my point, Sam Rayburn, Lake Fork, from what I know, a lot of the lakes in Texas have this product you can get. It's called boat lanes, and it's really not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. I think when I paid for it, it might have been like $75 or something. Even a little bit more than that's completely worth it to me. But if you are going to these lakes, they literally have a chip that you can download. You pay for it, and they like send you the information. You have to like pretty much put it on your own chip, and it's formatted to the unit that you tell them you have. So like if you have a Humminbird one, you would buy the Humminbird boat lanes chip for the lake that you're going to. So you can buy one for Sam Rayburn, Lake Fork. I think they have some like combinations of different ones in there. I'll try to put the link to the boat lanes website. I'm pretty sure they're called boat lanes. I'll have to look back at that. It's been a while since I bought this, but I'll try to put the link to it back in the description of the video when I'm done. But pretty much you open it up, download it onto a card, plug it into your unit, and there'll be pretty much trails of waypoints, standing timber fields, stuff like that marked out for you. And to me, especially a lake like Sam Rayburn that doesn't have, the stump fields just aren't clearly marked. They're everywhere. There's a lot of them that you can run into, and there's no markings or anything that tell you you're about to run head on into a bunch of stumps. And Sam Rayburn has been awesome. The chip for it has been awesome at keeping me from tearing my loader unit off, because when you don't know anything about a lake like that, it is so easy, especially when the water's down, to run into a field and have no clue you were about to. Actually, the first time I was on Rayburn, I was fishing in this area, practicing in there all week, and this was also again before I had the boat lanes chip, and I knew there was standing timber out there. I just didn't know where all the fields were, and a lot of them are just right under the surface. And I had been practicing in this area quite a bit. I go into it the first day of the tournament. Right when I sat down, my co-angler was actually a guide on the lake. We sat down in the area, and he just looks at me. He goes, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "What?" He said, "You just ran right through a stump field." I was like, "Where?" He goes, "Right at the opening of this pocket. Like everybody knows it's there. It's just right under the surface." And I was like, I literally have been running in and out of here all week. Had no clue it was there. And on the boat lanes app, whenever I got it, it has clearly has like it an outline of that stump field with trees and everything marked in it, so that you know not to run into it. So worth its weight in gold to me. I run into any new lake like that, be able to know where everything's at, that you're not going to go out there and completely ruin your day. Run into a stump field is awesome. So go check them out. It's worth it. Pay for it. Put it in your unit, and hopefully it helps you out. Thanks for watching.